Hello. Manchester County. In left field, Schaefer. Center field, be Ty Leal. And right field, Will Andrews. field, they'll have on third base, Bear and Strawder at shortstop. Second base, Catlett at first base, and State catcher. Lead off will be Dees, Tyson, Roberts, Burton, Ketchum, Walton,
14.
Evans, Miller, and Nixon. Bring up the ninth hole hitter. We're just about underway as Jaco's done with his pitching. It's an interesting game for most fans here. Many of these players on both sides played Little League together. We're all-stars, so a good rivalry, a friendly rivalry with that as Jaco's ready to start the game with the first pitch. There's going to be a strike right down the middle to Dees as he watches it go by. Dees will fall behind 0-1 here. We're just underway with the first inning. Second pitch comes strike two right over the outside corner. Jacob's going back-to-back fastball. Dees watch the first two go by. Brody comes in, another fastball. First and second baseman.
There you go, JP.
And the Mavericks get to the first base runner tonight. Dees, for the second game in a row, he's led off with a single. As that's going to bring up Dean Ellis Tyson. Tyson on the season, 375. Senior catcher for the Manchester Academy Mavericks. Dees will take the lead on first. As Tyson watches first pitch come up,
That's too low.
Called strike by the umpire. Playing a little bit low. As Jaco takes his stretch, Dees will take his lead and he goes. Pitch is going to be a breaking ball. Another good pitch, strike two, as Dees steals his second base of the season. First of the night with no throw down to second. So Tyson's got a runner in scoring position now. He's batting .333 on the season with runners in scoring position as Jaco steps off the mound to take a look back at Dees. No outs here as we're in the top of the first inning. Led off the game with Dees' single. As Jaco will take his stretch and bring the ball home. It's going to be another shot right in the same spot as Dees to right field. Dees is going to round third. He's going to score easily as Tyson just drove in his fifth run of the season. And another base hit back-to-back for the Mavericks, bringing up Brody Roberts, who's batting .300 on the season, the number 3 hole hitter. So Roberts will come in with Tyson on first base. He'll have a pinch runner. It'll be number 3, Hayden Austin, coming in to pinch run. Austin's just back from softball. Soccer, excuse me. Not girls softball. He's back from boys soccer, where they played in the state championship. As he'll take his first opportunity to be a pinch runner this year, he'll do a lot of that for the Mavericks. Led the team last year in 26 stolen bases on the season, as the Mavericks took a quick 1-0 lead on the back-to-back hits by Dees and Tyson. Roberts will watch his first pitch come in. There'll be a ball just outside as Jaco makes a move over to first. As Austin will get back in easily. Roberts, 300 batting average on the season. He's got 5 RBIs, 1 home run. As Austin goes on the pitch, he's going to be in there safe under the tag. A nice throw by Spate, just not in time. Umpire called the ball low and outside. Counts now 2-0 to Roberts, and he's got a runner in scoring position. He's batting .333 also on the young season. So Austin will take his lead as Jaco will look back. He'll deliver home. Strike 1 over the outside part of the plate. Count now is 2-1 to Roberts. So Jaco will look back. Again, will step off the mound to push Austin back. The Mavericks hadn't run much this season. Last year they stole every chance they got. They've got 2 stolen bases already here in the first inning, matching their season total up to this point. As Jaco throws a fastball that Roberts can't catch up to and evens the count 2-2 after falling behind 2-0. Roberts will step back in with a 2-2 count now. Runner on second base. Mavericks leading 1-0 here in the top of the first inning against Yazoo County. 2-2 on its way. Be a breaking ball. It stays up high and the count goes full to Roberts. On deck will be Burton, the left fielder for the Mavericks. Again, Jaco looks in, gets a signal. Delivered home. It's going to be a fastball. Nice pitch over the outside part of the plate. Roberts couldn't catch up to it and strikes out. That'll be the first out of the game for the Panthers, and it brings up Garner Burton batting 286. Burton is batting 444 with runners in scoring position, though. Mavericks lead 1-0 with a runner on second base. First pitch to Burton comes in. It's going to be a hit and run, swing and strike, and he's going to be safe as Austin gets under the tag at third base. Nice throw by Spate. Mavericks tried to hit and run. Burton missed the ball swinging at it, but Austin was able to beat it out anyway, and Jaco has a 0-1 advantage now on the hitter. Second pitch comes in low and inside. Ball one, evens the count 1-1. So 1-1 count as Jaco will work out of the stretch or the windup. Pitch comes, it's going to be a high foul ball right over the fence. Count will go 1-2 against Burton. Mavericks have a runner on third base. It's a short backstop here at Yazoo County.
Let's go.
Pass ball have to go off to the side. And pitch comes. It's going to be a curveball, but it's going to be hit to the third base. Nice job by Burton. Still driving and run. Third baseman boots it. And the Mavericks will have another base runner as Burton makes to first base on the air on the third baseman and drives in a run. So the Mavericks get the second run, brings up Will Keaton Ketchum. Ketchum on the season, the second baseman for the Mavericks, batting 444. We'll see if Burton tries to run here. Mavericks already stolen 2 bases this inning. They've stolen only 2 all season up to this point. First pitch to Ketchum's going to be high. For ball 1. Jaco again will go from the stretch, take a look at first, deliver home. High for ball 2. Another fastball misses up high. Good spot for the Mavericks to maybe hit and run here. On a 2-0 count, we'll see what they decide to do. As Jaco brings it, runner will stay, and Ketchum will foul the ball off over the right field dugout for first strike of his at bat. The count's now 2-1. So 2-1 will catch them here. Top of the first inning, Mavericks lead 2-0. Jaco will throw over to first. Burton gets back in standing up. Mavericks 3-0 on the season, scored 16 runs in previous 2 games against Vicksburg High School and Central Hines. So the Mavericks bat's been doing good here at the beginning of the season. Ketchum waits on the 2-1. It comes in high, ball 3. The count moves 3-1. Another good opportunity if the Mavericks decide to run here. Spate, the catcher for Yazoo County, has a very strong arm. Almost threw out a runner at second and third. They were both able to get underneath the tag. So 3-1 pitch on its way. Ball 4 again, misses up high. As Ketchum will take the walk, put another Maverick in scoring position for Walton. As he comes up, Walton, the number 6 hole hitter, batting 286 on the season, but batting 500 runners in scoring position. As the left-hander steps in. First pitch coming. It's going to be ground ball to second base. Chance to turn 2. They get one at first, but the relay is a little bit high. So they'll force out Ketchum on the fielder's choice. Walton, they had a chance to double up Walton, but were unable to get the throw to first. Leaves runners on the corners for the Mavericks as Estes will step in. Mavericks have runners on the corner with 2 outs now. Jaco will step back up on the mound. Walton will take his lead and start going. They're going to let him go. As he'll go on to second base on the pitch, and there'll be a ball outside for the first pitch and a 1-0 count now to Estes. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. Estes on the season's got a 200 batting average. Again, he's got a high one with runners in scoring positions at 500, and he'll take ball 2 up high and 2-0 count. And Jaco now struggling a little bit with his control. So runners on second and third for the Mavericks. As Jaco delivers a fastball that Estes swings through, count goes 2-1. Jaco working again from the windup, looks more comfortable from the windup than he has from the stretch, and 2-1 on its way. Fouled straight back into the fence. Count goes 2-2. Estes will have to choke up, protect the plate here. He gets pretty close to the plate. He likes crowding the plate anyway, so he'll be right on top of it. Have to make sure he doesn't get busted inside. And the 2-2 pitch coming. Just low, ball 3. So 3-2 count, full count on Estes. Panthers do have a place to put them on first base. And Miller, the number 8 hole hitter's on deck. Panthers are playing their third baseman, even with the bag. Everybody else in the infield is playing deep as the 3-2 pitch is coming. Strike 3, a nice pitch by Jaco over the outside part of the plate. Estes wasn't able to catch up to it. Mavericks leave 2 on base, 2 in scoring position, but they do pick up 2 runs on top of the first inning. We'll go to Power 107 and come back with the bottom half of the inning after these messages. Mavericks take the field after scoring 2 in the top of the first inning. They do leave 2 on base in scoring position as Brody Roberts will come to the mound. He'll be the starting pitcher tonight. He's 1-0 on the season. He's pitched 4 innings, giving up no hits, no runs. He's got 8 strikeouts, but had a little bit of control problem starting off the season. He's got 5 walks in 4 innings, which is unusual for Brody. He's been a very good pitcher over the last 2 years. Just hadn't quite got his control under check for the spring yet. In the outfield for the Mavericks will be Burton, Nixon, and Miller, left to right. Third base will be Cole Estes. Shortstop, Dees. Second base will be Ketchum. First base, Walton. And behind the plate will be senior Dean Ellis Tyson. So the Mavericks will stick with the lineup they've had most of the season here, or the early part of the season, as Roberts will finish up his couple warm-up pitches. Due up for the Panthers will be Schaefer, Barron, and Stroughter. 4-hole hitter will be pitcher Jaco, followed by Ty Lil, Catlett, Spate, Andrews, and Snow. Nice night tonight. Game time temperature is 61 degrees with a southwest wind at 6. It's just about calm now as the flagpole in left field's down. It was blowing left to right earlier in the JV game, which Manchester won 8-0. So Schaefer will be the leadoff hitter for the Panthers, the left fielder. Mavericks are meeting at the mound as they always do right before they start the inning. Schaefer is taking his time, gets into the box. Roberts, he'll start the pitch. He's a pretty quick worker from the mound when he's in a groove. First pitch comes low and inside, and the count goes 1-0. Fell behind the batter 1-0 on the first pitch, looking to get ahead with strikes. Getting a groove tonight. 1-0 pitch coming. Ball 2 as it misses outside. He's quickly down 2-0 to the batter. 2-1 here as we start the bottom of the first inning. Mavericks and Panthers, cross-county rivals. 2-0 pitch comes, check swing, strike on a low fastball. The count goes 2-1. Schaefer helped out Roberts a little bit there. See if Roberts come back after getting a little help with a 2-1 count. Pitch coming. Foul ball straight back. Caught Tyson right in the arm. They'll give him a second to walk that one off. Count goes 2-2 on a nice fastball by Roberts. Straughter couldn't catch up to it. Umpire saying 2-2, everybody's okay, time to go. As Straughter steps back in, Roberts sets to deliver the 2-2. Breaking ball that hits the batter in his helmet. Didn't break. Yazoo County gets the first runner on base on hit by pitch. That brings up Barron, the third baseman. Straughter's on first base. We'll see how the Panthers like to play it, whether they're aggressive on the base paths or not. Mavericks have been a little more aggressive tonight than they have been, getting 2 stolen bases in the first inning. As Straughter takes a nice lead, first pitch is going to be low and outside for ball 1.
Stay smooth, man. Let's go.
So Roberts will take a quick peek back at first, get a signal from Tyson. 1-0 pitch. Strike right down the middle. Count now is 1-1. Again, Roberts looks in, shakes off Tyson, gets the pitch he likes, and take a quick look to Straughter at first. 1-1 pitch on its way. Up high, ball 2. Count now goes 2-1. Roberts got a hit 0-1, but it's thrown 2 straight balls. Count now is 2-1. Straughter will take a small lead over on first base. Roberts delivers a 2-1. Swinging foul ball, strike 2. As he let the mustard off on that one a little bit harder. Counts 2-2. No outs. Run on first for the Panthers. So the 2-2 pitch with the runner on first. Runner goes. Good throw down to second. It's not going to be in time. It's a little high and wide. Straughter will have a stolen base. It'll be the first stolen base for Yazoo County tonight. Count will go 3-2 to Barron with the runner on second now. Brody Roberts, pitcher, trying to collect his thoughts. Hit the bat on the first at bat. Lost 3-2 now. Hey now, strike 3. Right down the middle for Roberts. First strikeout of the night. Barron watched the fastball go right down the middle. It's going to bring up Straughter, the shortstop, with a runner on second and 1 out. Mavericks trying to pitch around the first batter, leadoff runner on base situation. So a 2-0 count, or 2-0 lead with 1 out here. Fastball is going to be right down the middle, strike 1. Straughter watched it come by. So an 0-1 count now for Roberts, runner on second base. He'll take a quick peek back as Dees will go back to shortstop, deliver in another strike. Best 2 pitches he's thrown tonight, back-to-back fastballs. He let those both go pretty good, and the count now is 0-2, 1 out. We'll see if he can pick up another strikeout here. Outfield for the Mavericks play straight away. 0-2 pitch on its way. Roberts will step off the rubber. To Straughter. Pitch comes, going to be high and inside for a ball. Count now is 1-2. Mavericks had back-to-back singles in the top half of the inning to start the game off, scored 2 runs. 1-2 pitch coming, strike 3, swinging. Nice pitch by Roberts over the outside part of the plate. Strawder tried to chase after it, couldn't get to it. Roberts gets his second strikeout out of the night, bringing up Jaco, the pitcher. Jaco steps in from the right side, so the right-handed pitcher versus the right-handed hitter. Take a quick look back to second, deliver home. Just missing high for ball one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Mavericks leading 2-0. Roberts again takes his time, gets the signal, delivers home. Outside, ball two. Jaco's got some power. Got a 2-0 lead on Roberts. 2-0 pitch coming. Be fouled out of play straight over the backstop. Count will move to 2-1 now. Jaco fouled a fastball straight back over the netting here at Yazoo County. Two-one pitch. Strike two. Umpire rung him up. Didn't realize it was only 2 strikes there. So a 2-2 count. Now Roberts has a chance to get his third strikeout of the night and get out of the inning with no damage done. 2-2 pitch coming. It's going to be ground ball, base hit. Nice job by JPD's cutting it off deep in the hole, but there'll be no throw. It'll be a base hit. Jaco will have the first hit of the night. It'll be the first hit of the season against Roberts. As runners on first and third now for the Panthers. And Ty Leal is now coming to bat, the center fielder for the Panthers. So Leal comes to bat. Roberts delivers the first pitch. Belt high. The umpire says a little high. Counts now 1-0. So 1-0, runners on first and third. Again, Roberts works out a stretch. Runner on first goes, hit and run, swings. They throw back to third, not in time. The runner will make the second. Nice throw by Tyson, but Schaefer was able to get back in. Panthers now have runners in scoring position on second and third base as Lil missed a hit and run opportunity. The count goes to 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Roberts elects to still go out of the stretch and delivers the 1-1. Strike two. Roberts ahead of Lil. He's got a little room to work now. We'll see if he'll give him a breaking ball, stick with the fastball on this next pitch. Count 1-2 count here. So he'll step off, readjust his hat, step back onto the rubber. So Roberts will get a signal, shake his head, deliver the 1-2. Fastball, hey now, strike three right down the middle. Caught Lil looking. I think he was looking for the breaking ball. He gets 3 strikeouts, leaves 2 on base. Mavericks will come to bat in the second inning, 2-0. We come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks come to bat, leading 2-0 as Yazoo County left 2 on base in scoring position. As Roberts was able to get his third straight strikeout to end the inning. Due up for the Mavericks this inning will be the 8 and 9 hole hitter Miller and Nixon, then back around to the top of the lineup in D's. Miller on the season's batting 143. As he'll lead off, he does have a 400 on base percentage. As he's leading the team in hit by pitches. He'll face Jaco here as Jaco's delivered first pitch low, ball 1. 1-0 to Miller. Mavericks lead 2-0 here in the top of the first. Pitch comes low and outside for ball 2. Jaco quickly falls behind. 2-0 to Miller here in the top of the second inning. Jaco will walk out of his lineup again. 2-0 pitch comes high and outside. 3-0 as Miller's watched 3 straight balls go by. Way ahead in the count. We'll see if he can get what he's looking for here. Imagine that Coach Hester will have the take on. 3-0 comes. Bounces in front of the plate and 4 straight pitch walk for Miller. So he'll be the second Maverick base runner to lead off in as many innings. It brings up Nixon. Nixon a threat to bunt at any time. He's batting .500 on the season. Coach Hester's on the side, third base side, giving out some signals to Miller and Nixon. We'll see what they do. Barron, the third baseman's already come up to the grass. And Nixon does square the bunt. He'll take the first pitch as a strike. Umpire's been consistent. He's low on him, but he's consistent. That's what you look for in an umpire. So 0-1 count now. Again, Nixon squares. This time he slaps at it on a little fake bunt slap. He's going to be first base down the beat the pitcher down the first base side. It's going to be a hit on a little slap bunt. Miller goes to second easily. So it'll be runners on first and second as the top of the lineup comes back up. Miller's on second base. As D steps up, he singled to right field his first time up. Runners on, he'll square the bunt. He'll pull back on a ball that's going to be low and outside. Count now is 1-0. One-0 pitch coming again. D squares bunt. He'll lay down a beautiful bunt on third base side. Spate picks it up. Miller's going to go to first or to third. His third baseman doesn't cover. It's going to be a base hit for D's. They're going to give him a fielder's choice, I'm being told. It was close whether or not he'd have a chance to throw him out, but base is loaded nevertheless. So fielder's choice for D's as they go to third base. Miller gets in safely. Panthers try to cut off the lead runner, and they're going to call timeout here, talk things over. So the Mavericks have bases loaded for their 2, 3, and 4 hitters as they are in business in here in the top of the second inning. While they're doing that, we'll thank some sponsors. Bank Plus, Manchester Academy, William, Clark, and Morrison. Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo City, Coghlan Planning Company, Main Street Market, and Jim Newsom Trucking. Thank you to all the sponsors here that bring you Maverick Baseball on Power 107 each week. So there's meeting still going on as the umpires letting them talk it out. No outs here in the top of the second inning. Mavericks have runners on all 3 bases with Tyson coming up. Mavericks have a good opportunity here to bust this game wide open early as they were able to get out of trouble themselves in the first inning. Dean Ellis Tyson's going to come up. He singled the first time, left-handed batting, right-handed throwing catcher for the Mavericks. He'll step in for the second time against Jaco with bases loaded. Mavericks have had a walk, infield hit, and then a fielder's choice ruled where Miller was safe at third. The first pitch is going to be a high fly ball in the infield. It's going to be an infield fly rule. As the shortstop gets under, he misses it. Miller's going to try to come home on the miss, and he's going to make it. Heads up running by him. Mavericks get a run there. It will be an out as the shortstop missed it. Miller scores from third, takes 3-0 lead for the Mavericks, and brings up Brody Roberts. So one run in on the infield fly. Mavericks have runners still on first and second. Brings up Roberts, a strikeout victim his first time against Jaco. As Jaco will step off and look back, Nixon on second base. So a high fly ball to shortstop. He couldn't come up with the catch. The batter was out because of the infield fly, but Miller heads up, came in as he dropped the ball. First pitch now on its way to Roberts. Going to be a big swinging foul ball straight back. He took a hack at that one. Counts 0-1. Mavericks looking for a hit here, maybe to get some runs in. We got good speed at second, first. Anything the gap will score both runners easily. A single will score Nixon. Next pitch on the way is a strike on the curveball. 0-2. Not much you can do with that one. It must have caught just part of the plate as it came over the outside part. Count now is 0-2 as Roberts will step back in. Pitch on its way is going to be low, ball 1. 1-2. Mavericks lead 3-0 here as they got the first 3 on. Jaco will take a quick look back a second, deliver home. It's going to be a base hit, past third baseman, don't run Nixon home. He'll come in easily. They'll throw home. It won't be in time. It's going to allow Dees to go to third base. Roberts will have a single and go into second base on the throw home. He'll get an RBI on that one. The Mavericks have runners on second and third now after the base hit RBI single by Roberts. Mavericks now lead 4-0. With Dees sitting on third base, Roberts on second. Nixon and Miller have come in, the 8 and 9 hole hitters. It brings up Burton. Burton reached on the air to the third baseman's first time up. Jaco delivers home. Ball 1 high. Mavericks have 2 more runners in scoring position. Jaco's up to 41 pitches here in the second inning. Ketchum's on deck as the 1-0 delivery comes. It's going to be a line drive right over the umpire. He had a duck down, hit the ground, almost hit him to center field. That's going to be a single that's going to score 2 more runs. They throw home, and again, the Mavericks will take advantage, and Burton will move up 90 more feet to second base on the single. He'll get 2 RBIs. The Mavericks have scored 4 runs now here. They've got Burton on second base as Roberts in. Dees scored. It brings up Ketchum. Ketchum grounded out. Walked his first time, then was put out on a fielder's choice later in the first inning. The Mavericks lead 6-0 here in the top of the second inning with the runner in scoring position. First pitch going to be a ball outside, 1-0. The Mavericks batting a whopping 485 so far this year with runners in scoring position, and this inning hadn't done anything but help it. 1-0 coming, fouled straight back over the bleachers. Count now is 1-1 with 1 out. So 1-1, Ketchum digs back in against Jaco. Pitch is going to miss outside for ball 2. So 2-1 now. 1 out, runner on second, Burton, after this 2 RBI single. Strike 2 swinging. Ketchum went for one that was low over the outside part of the plate, couldn't catch up to it. Count evens to 2-2 with 1 out. Jaco working a little faster now with 2-2. It's going to throw a curveball. It's going to get way away to the right side. It's going to move Burton up to third base on the wild pitch. Not much Spade could do that with that one. It was a breaking ball that hit in the right side or the left batter's box. Counts 3-2 now to Ketchum. Walton's on deck.
Here he comes, Will. Let's go.
So Jaco will go back to the windup here with a runner on third base. 3-2 pitch. He's going to catch him. He'll be hitting the second batter hit tonight. Put runners on the corners from the Mavericks with one out and bring up Ty Walton. So Ty Walton comes up. Batting 500 runners on scoring position this season. He's got runner on first and third. He grounded it out into a fielder's choice the first time up as the Panthers were able to turn a 4-6 put out on Ketchum. So Walton steps in, 6-0 lead for the Mavericks. As Jaco's going to step off the mound, Mavericks have runners on first, third. They'll probably send Ketchum on the first pitch. Burton stands on third base, and they will send him. They'll throw back to first. They're going to try to get him at second, as Burton's going to come home and score easily. The ball's going to get away as Ketchum's going to move to third base, and the runners go from first to third to home with Ketchum going all the way to third base. They had him picked off on first, made a throw to second, couldn't get him there, tried to get Burton at home, and the throw sailed away. Ketchum went all the way to third base on the missed throw. Mavericks lead 7-0 with one out here. And now Ketchum sits on third as the only runner for the Mavericks on base at this point. Walton will step back in, hadn't seen a pitch yet. Estes is on deck. Mavericks 2 batters away from batting around this inning. Walton looks at the first pitch, strike one, right down the middle, counts 0-1. The Mavericks can bat around this inning. It'll be the third time in 3 games they've had an inning where they've batted around. Walton takes the second pitch high, ball one, counts 1-1 with one out. Mavericks leading 7-0 at Yazoo County here in the top of the second inning. Scored 2 in the first, have 5 so far in the second. 1-1 on its way outside. Ball 2 counts now 2-1.
Expected right here, buddy.
Ketchum 90 feet away from giving the Mavericks their 8th run. Walton can put it anywhere in play. It'll score Ketchum. 2-1 pitch coming low, ball 3. Nice job by Spate, the catcher, to block that one up.
Get it, buddy. Get it.
So 3-1, one out, 7-0 lead for the Mavericks here in the top of the second inning against the Yazoo County Panthers. 3-1 pitch coming. Strike 2. Walton thought he had a walk there. The umpire said it caught part of the plate. The count now is 3-2. So 3-2. One out. Walton will have to protect the plate a little bit. Pitch on its way. Strike 3 swinging. Nice pitch by Jaco. Worked the outside part of the plate. Brings up Estes. Estes was a strikeout victim his first time. He's got a chance to drive in a run with 2 outs. Mavericks and bring the 9th batter up to the plate with Miller on deck. 7-0 lead for the Mavericks as Jaco delivers the pitch to Estes. It's going to be a high fly ball down the right side. Not sure if it's going to be fair or foul, and it's going to drift foul as no one can get to it down the right field side. And Mavericks third baseman will come back and have another shot. He'll be down 0-1 in the count with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Jaco's up to 55 pitches. It's been a long inning for him. He's given up 5 hits and 7 runs on the night. All 7 have been earned by the Mavericks. They have struck out 3 times, though. 1 pitch on its way. This is high. The count evens to 1-1. Good crowd for both sides here tonight at the county high school. 1-1 pitch from Jaco. It's going to be fouled straight back. Count goes to 1-2 with 2 outs. Ketchum still on third base. See if the Panthers will try another breaking ball here as the last one bounced out toward the first base side of the infield, scoring a run. 1-2. Strike 3 on a changeup. Nice pitch by Jaco. Laid in there waist high. Had Estes a little bit ahead, but in the inning, the Mavericks pick up 5 runs leave one stranded on third base, and it'll take a 7-0 lead going in the bottom of the second inning when we come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks pick up 5 in the top half of the third inning, take a 7-0 lead here against the Yazoo County Panthers. New pitcher for the Mavericks is going to be freshman Joseph Vitamin. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings on the season. He's given up only 1 earned run. He's got a 1.9 ERA. He struck out 4, walked 3, and opponents are batting 77 against him as he's finishing his warm-up pitches. Up for the Panthers this inning will be Catlett, Spate, and Andrews. If they get to the number 9 hole hitter, it'll be Snow. So Bodman's a freshman left-hander coming in. He's pitched well for the Mavericks so far this year. Had a little bit of rough outing at the end of his last inning after having a good start against Vicksburg High School in the game the Mavericks eventually won 16-6. So that brings up Catlett. He'll step in the right-hander will face the left-handed throwing Maverick. First pitch will be a strike right down the middle. Count 0-1. Mavericks playing straight away still in the outfield. 0-1 on its way is going to be a breaking ball. This is just high. As the umpire watched it come in, didn't like where the positioning was, let it be a ball. The count's now 1-1. Next pitch low, 2-1. So 2-1 count with no outs here as we're just underway in the bottom of the second. Mavericks are already out to a 7-0 lead. And the 2-1's going to miss high, 3-1.
Settle in.
So 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, Catlett. Mavericks have had a problem this season letting the leadoff runner get on. They did it last inning when Schaefer was hit by a pitch, and they just walked another one for a leadoff batter this inning. And it's an ugly problem the Mavericks have had so far this season. They'll have to clean it up before they get to district play later in the season. It hadn't come back to bite them just yet this season, but the leadoff runner for the county's on. The Panthers will now bring up Spate, the catcher, with a runner on first and Catlett against the left-handed throwing freshman Bidelman from Mavericks. First pitch comes, misses high. Count now is 1-0. Bidelman will work again out of the stretch. He'll take a look over to first base. And Spate jumps in on the right side. And he's going to hit one straight up in the air. It's going to be in the infield called by Walton on the first base side. He'll make the grab. And that'll retire Spate and be the first out of the inning. Brings up Andrews, the right fielder. One out now with Catlett on first base. One out pitch on be coming, but first throw over to first by Vitamin just to put Catlett back closer to the bag. Nice easy toss over, just letting them know that he's watching. Again, Vitamin will look to first base. This time he'll deliver home. Strike over the outside part of the plate. 0-1 count now to Andrews. On deck for the county is Snow, second baseman. He had a nice play early in the first inning. 0-1 comes swinging strike curveball. Counts 0-2 now with one out. Again, Andrews will step in. He missed badly on the last curveball. Counts 0-2. We'll see the Mavericks bring it back. They do. Just missing on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch over the outside part. Andrews did a nice job not offering it. It counts now 1-2. So 1-2 as Bidman delivers home. Strike three is Andrews trying to hold his bat up. Couldn't do it. He went across the plate. The umpire rings him up on the outside high fastball. That's going to bring up Snow, the second baseman. So Snow steps in. He's going to watch a curveball that's about 57 feet bounce in front of the batter's plate. Count's going to be 1-0 as Catlett's still on first base after drawing a walk to lead off the inning. Biden will take a look over at Catlett on first, deliver home. Strike one swinging on Snow. Bideman's ball for a left-hander tail is pretty good back away from right-handed hitters. So when he's able to spot it up on the outside part of the plate, it breaks away. It's a little bit tougher for him to hit. 1-1 pitch is going to be a swinging strike two. Count now is 1-2. Probably going to see the breaking ball here as Bideman's got a chance to pitch himself out of not a jam, but out of a leadoff walk. Pitch going to be grounded back to him on first base. He takes his time, makes a good throw over, and he'll retire Snow 1-3. The Yazoo County Panthers leave one on base as the Mavericks will come to bat in the top of the third, leading 7-0. We come back from our messages from our sponsors in Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball live on Power 107. Mavericks have a 7-0 lead as they'll lead off the bottom or the top of the third inning, just like they led off the bottom of the second with Miller and Nixon, followed by Dees. They got the inning started last inning where the Mavericks picked up 5 runs. As the Panthers have a new pitcher in, I'll get his number here in just a second. Get a name for him. As Jaco only lasted 2 innings, Mavericks touched him up for 7 runs on 5 hits. The new pitcher is going to be number 8, it looks like, and that's going to be Tyler Spate, the catcher. He'll go to pitching as Jaco will go to catching. So Spate's going to be the new pitcher for the Mavericks. Don't know much on him other than he's got a good arm from behind the plate. He's finishing his warm-up pitches here as Miller and Nixon are waiting. Mavericks on the night have scored 2 runs in the first inning, 5 runs in the second as they're ready to come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. They've looked good on the mound tonight and pitching. They've only given up one hit. Mavericks have had 5 and no errors. As we're just about ready to be back underway here. Miller walked his last time up on 4 straight pitches. He's coming to bat here now. He'll dig in on the right side with Nixon. He had a slap bump for a base hit on his first at bat for a hit, moved Miller to second last inning. Eventually both of them would come around to score in that 5-run second inning. So Miller will step in. The infield playing normal depth. The outfield's pretty shallow here. As Spate gets on the mound, he's ready to deliver his first pitch. It's going to be high, ball 1 over the top of the catcher's head. They're going to, not sure what's going on. The umpire said something to the catcher. 1-0 count to Miller. He'll step back in. Spate delivers. Ball 2, that one bounced in front of the plate. Counts now 2-0. Miller's up 2-0. He's seen 6 pitches, and all 6 of them been balls tonight. He's looking to be the 3rd straight leadoff runner for the Mavericks to reach base. 2-0 count coming. Strike right down the middle, 2-1. Miller watched it come through. So 2-1 with Nixon on deck, center fielder for the Mavericks. Spate works out of the windup, delivers the 2-1. Ball 3. Count now is 3-1. There's nothing he can drive here. Spate had 1 strike. The other 3 have not been close. So 3-1 pitch coming. Ball 4. Miller walks again. Second time tonight he'll reach base. The leadoff runner is in the inning. It's going to bring up Nixon. Dees is on deck. He singled and reached on the fielder's choice. As Nixon will step in, Miller will take his lead on first base. Spates works out of the stretch. Pitch comes to Nixon. It's going to go behind him. Miller's going to go to second. It's going to be a throw, and they're going to miss it. It was up the line. Miller was able to get around it. Jaco's got a very good arm. About caught Miller as the ball came off the backstop. Miller will pick up a stolen base there. And there'll be a 1-0 count now to Nixon with the runner on third. They won't hold Miller on as he'll pick up a little bit bigger lead, and ball comes in. It's going to be bunted. Nice bunt right in the middle. They're going to throw down to third, and they're going to get Miller at third base on the bunt and pick off the leadoff runner. As Nixon will reach on the fielder's choice. So Miller will be put out on a 2-5 put out. As it was a nice throw by Jaco down to third base on the bunt by Nixon. That'll bring up Dees. So Nixon's on first. We'll see how long it takes him to go. Jaco showed off his arm the last 2 throws. Nixon goes on the first one. Ball bounces in front of the plate, blocked up by Jaco. Will not be a throw down. It'll be another stolen base for the Mavericks. Nixon will be on second base now for Dees. Dees has a chance to drive in a run. He's batting .500 on the season with runners in scoring position. So he's going to watch a strike come down the middle. Count now evens to 1-1. So 1-1, 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Spade will look back and deliver home. Missing high. Count now is 2-1. 2-1 on D's. He'll step back in on the right side versus the right-handed pitching Spate. It's going to be a swinging foul ball over the backstop. Count evens 2-2 with 1 out now. Mavericks had a runner on first in Miller. He got to second base and was thrown out on the bunt attempt by Nixon at third. Nixon's now on second base with 1 out and a 2-2 count to D's. Spate's going to step off and run Nixon back. Mavericks lead 7-0 here in the top of the third innings. They were able to get 5 runs in the second to go with the 2 they picked up in the first, and the 2-2 pitch comes low, ball 3, and the count now is 3-2. So 3-2. Spate works slowly on the mound as Nixon will take his lead on second base again. Pitch comes high, ball 4. Dees will draw a walk there. It'll be his 3rd time on base. He's reached on a single, a fielder's choice, and a walk so far tonight. It brings up Tyson. Tyson's 1 for 2 on the night. He'll step in from the left side. Runners on first and second. First pitch, Tyson. It's going to be low and inside. Count's now 1-0. Tyson. The runners in first and second. Mavericks have another runner in scoring position. Pitch comes, fouled straight back off the bat. Count goes to 1-1. Hit it off the end of the bat into the backstop. Roberts is on deck. Roberts on the night, 1 for 2. He struck out in the first inning and had a single in the second, driving in a couple of runs. Tyson again steps in, waits on the pitch from Spate. It's going to be high, ball 2. The count goes 2-1. So 2-1. Tyson base hit, scores a run here. Swings through a fastball way out in front of it. The count goes 2-2.
Let's go, Dino.
1 out, 2-2
Sit
count.
back, buddy.
Mavericks have runners on the bases on first and second. Nixon's on first or second. D's on first. Pitch comes, ball 3 outside. So 3-2 count here to Tyson. See if the Mavericks may run here. They got lots of speed on second base. Of course, with left-handed hitting Tyson, it'll be a little bit harder with Jaco's arm behind the plate. 3-2 comes. Mavericks will not run. The ball's going to be high for ball 4. That'll be another walk. It'll be the 3rd walk of the inning. It's going to bring up Brody Roberts, the number 3 hole hitter.
Batting number 13, Brody Roberts. First man at first base, number 3, Aiden Matthews.
So Roberts is going to dig in with runners on every base on the field. Has a chance for some runs here if he can get a hit to the outfield. Austin will be the pinch runner for the catcher. Infield's in. Plenty of room now for Roberts. First pitch comes in. Ball just about hitting close to home plate, so the Mavericks have to let the ball squirt out left to right. Absolutely no wind blowing here at the ballpark at this moment, as Roberts will step back in with a 1-0 count. Burton's on deck. Roberts waits pitch. Ball 2, low. Jaco does a good job blocking it up, and they throw it away, but they'll send Nixon home. It's going to be close, play at the plate, and he's going to be safe as he was able to get under the tag. Very close play. I didn't think he made it to the plate at first, but got his hand on it. It's going to be a 2-0 count, and Mavericks pick up a run there. On a bad throwback to the pitcher by Jaco, the Mavericks also move up Nixon and Dees to second and third base. So 8-0 now, top of the third inning. Roberts will step back in. He's got a 3-0 count. This time the balls will go to the backstop, but Mavericks won't try to send anybody in again. Jaco makes a bad throw to the pitcher, and another run's going to come across the plate, and that's going to be number 9. 2 times in a row, Jaco's not thrown ball back to the pitcher. Both times it squirted away, and the Mavericks pick up 2 runs. It's going to be 3-0 now. The scoreboard had 3-0 a second ago. I thought it was 2-0, but I was correct. But I went with what I said with the scoreboard. Now it is 3-0. And we're going to have a timeout by Yazoo County Panthers. They're going to come in and talk to Spate, see if they can calm them down. While they do that, I'm going to thank some sponsors that bring you the baseball live on Power 107 for the Mavericks each season. Bank Plus, Manchester Academy, William Clark and Morrison, Main Street Market, Yazoo County Fair, Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo City, Yazoo Valley Electric, P. Rose, Coglin's Planning, Scott Petroleum, and McCaleb Insurance. Thank you to all the sponsors that bring you Manchester Academy Baseball live each week on Power 107. The Mavericks are leading 9-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning with a runner still on 3rd base. 1 out, got a chance to get the 10th run in if they can put the ball in play. Later this week, the Mavericks travel to Canton Academy as they'll face the Canton Academy team for the second time. They won the opening night game against Canton earlier a couple of weeks ago, 3-2, as they were able to hang on. Cole Estes got a save in that game. Burton got 2 RBI double to lead off the score in that night. Then on Friday night, the Mavericks will be back home against Central Holmes Academy, and it'll be the first time they play them this season. Don't know much about them as we didn't play them last year, but we'll play the Central Holmes team next on Friday night. That'll be the 3rd game of the week for the Mavericks. Mavericks 3-0 right now in the early part of the season, looking to go 4-0 tonight against Yazoo County. They've got a healthy 9-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. They have Austin still on second base. He's the pinch runner for Tyson as Robert steps in on a 3-0 count. We'll see if they give him the green light. And Spate's going to step off, make sure Austin goes back toward the bag before we get the pitch home. Spates again looks back to Austin, sets to deliver the 3-0. Ball 4 outside. 4 straight pitches. Roberts takes a walk, 4th walk of the inning, and Spates is struggling right now with his control, and that brings up Burton.
Batting number 6, Garner Burton.
So Burton steps in on the night 0 for 1 for 2. He'll have runners on first and second with 1 out as he'll face Spates for the first time. Spates will look back again at second base, deliver home, high, ball 1. Panthers struggling here in the second inning after the Mavericks got Jaco out of the game in the second inning. Spates has come in and has not been able to locate his fastball. Count now is 1-0 to Burton. Next pitch comes in low. It's going to bounce over Jaco's head and go back to the backstop. Mavericks will go up 90 feet. Austin will go to 3rd base. Roberts second base. Mavericks have 2 more runners in scoring position for Burton. The count goes 2-0. Panthers missing one of their better ball players in T.J. Riles. He's not here tonight. He's one of their pitchers. But the Mavericks have been good all season punishing pitchers when they throw strikes, and they've done the same again tonight with a 9-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd. Next pitch, Burton's going to be a strike over the outside part of the plate, 2-1. 1 out. Burton on the season, batting .500 runners in scoring position. Has 2 on the plate, or the base pads right now. As the 2-1s are going to come in low and outside, the count's now 3-1. Spate does have a spot on first base to put Burton, but he'll have to face Ketchum on the next batter with bases loaded. 3-1, one out here in the top of the third inning. 3-1 on its way. Ball four low, and that's going to walk the bases loaded on for Spates, and it's going to bring up Ketchum. We're going to have another timeout. They'll make a pitching change this time. The county will. We'll go back to Power 107 for a commercial break from our sponsors. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks have the bases loaded as number 24 comes to the mound for the Panthers. It's going to be the center fielder. Ty Lill will be the new pitcher. His first pitch coming in is going to be ball one as the Mavericks have the bases loaded. And Ketchum's up to bat. Next pitch is going to be high again, ball two. Mavericks have 9 runs on the night. Picked up 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 here in the third as they're still batting. Ketchum has a chance to really break this game wide open as Lil misses low on the third pitch, which is going to be a ball. On a breaking ball, it hits just low. Nice job by Ketchum not to swing. Panthers on the grass with the corners, trying to knock down a run at home plate. Walton's on deck as Lil delivers again. This time it's going to hit Ketchum for the second time. He'll get a RBI this time round, though. It's going to score a run with Austin coming in. Mavericks keep the bases loaded. As I'm joined tonight by my friend Wyatt Burton, Garner Burton's younger brother. How you doing, Wyatt? So what do you think about the Mavericks so far in this game?
Batting number 25,
They're doing pretty 10. Well, they've been hitting pretty good.
Okay. Well, Wyatt's mine. He's the better of the two baseball brother players. As Walton's going to step in. He's on the night, 0 for 2. First pitch comes high, ball one. Walton grounded into first base, or field of choice first time up to second base, and then struck out. As the Mavericks have 10-0 lead here. Lil again works very fast. It's going to be a fastball. It's going to be popped up high. It's going to be in the infield Nice catch by Strouder. They didn't call the infield fly, even though he was able to get underneath it. It was just on the outfield grass. Could have been called infield fly if the umpire chose to. Nevertheless, it's an out. Mavericks now have 2 outs with a 10-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. As they'll have a pinch hitter in Seth Robinson. He'll come in to bat for Estes. With the bases loaded and 2 outs on the season, Robinson hadn't had a bat during a high school varsity game yet. It'll be his first time to hit. He didn't play last year, but Mavericks glad to have him back. He's an outfielder pitcher and swings a hard bat. Mavericks leading 10-0 here in the 3rd with 2 outs. 2nd inning in a row where they've sent up 9 batters. They've got only 3 runs though this inning as they've got 3 on base. First pitch comes in. It's going to hit Robinson. He'll take his base on a hit by pitch, and that's going to bring up Miller. And Robinson will go down to first base, driving his run on the hit by pitch. Mavericks now lead 11-1. Miller will come up for the 2nd time this inning as the Mavericks have batted around. He's walked both times tonight, scored. His first time was thrown out at 3rd on a fielder's choice on a bunt by Nixon earlier in the inning for the first out. And now he's going to have a chance to drive in some runs with 3 people on base as Lil's ready to deliver. First pitch inside, ball 1 on a breaking ball. So a 1-0 count to Miller. It's going to be a fastball. He's going to sky toward the right field. It got underneath the right fielder's looking for it. Couldn't find it. The second baseman couldn't find it. It's going to drop in between them for a base hit on a missed play by him. It's going to drive in 2 more runs as Miller was able to get a high fly ball to first base. I believe the right fielder lost it in the lights. The second baseman couldn't get back to it. It'll go down as a base hit, and Miller will drive in 2 runs, and it'll bring up Nixon for the 2nd time this inning. So the Mavericks lead 12-0 now. As Nixon will step up, he bunted into a fielder's choice his last time up. He's got runners on 1st and 3rd. And Lil delivers first pitch up high. Mavericks lead 13-0 in the top of the 3rd against Yazoo County as Lil again sets to deliver high on ball 2. Mavericks have runners on 1st and 3rd. They have Miller on first base, Robinson on 3rd base. Nixon's the 9-hole hitter's digging back in on the right side with a 2-0 lead in the count. 2-0 comes. Missing just inside. Count now is 3-0. We'll see if Coach Hester gives them the green light here on a 3-0 count with Dees, the leadoff hitter, back up at the beginning. Rio comes in. Strike right down the middle. It was a pretty good 3-0 pitch there, wasn't it, White?
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk to White a little bit after this inning on his baseball season coming up. 3-1 pitch coming. It's going to hit Nixon and then catch the umpire also. Nixon will trot down to first base as the umpire's going to want to walk this one off. I think that one caught him on the inside part of his leg. And it's going to bring up Dees. They're going to give him just a second to walk that off, aren't they, White? So tell me about your team, the Yankees. How are y'all going to be this year?
We're going to be fine. We need to do good on some other stuff we need to do. And I think we'll be fine.
What do you think about the Mavericks so far this season?
They're doing really good.
They are doing pretty good. All right, next up it's going to be Dees. As the umpire says, play ball. Mavericks have the bases loaded again for the leadoff hitter in Dees. First pitch is going to be a ball missing up high. As Dees is going to step back in with the 1-0 count. Pitch comes, line drive right up the middle, right past the pitcher. 1 run's going to come in to Robinson. They're going to wave Miller around. He'll come in standing up. There won't be a throw. A nice job of hitting by Dees as he singles in 2 more runs. He's had a nice night at the plate reached all 3 times, once on a field choice, but had 2 base hits and then a walk to go with it. And the Mavericks pick up 2 more runs and now lead 15-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning, bringing up the senior catcher in Tyson with runners on 1st and 2nd. So Tyson's coming in to face Ty Lil here on the lefty-righty. Tyson on the night's got a hit and a pop out and walk. He walked early in this inning before his pinch runner came around to score. The first pitch is going to be a strike. Mavericks lead 15-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 outs, runners on 1st and 2nd. Next pitch comes, going to be a line drive right at the shortstop. He was played over toward second base on the shift. Nice job by the Panthers of anticipating Tyson to pulling the ball. Has lines out to the shortstop right over second base and ends the inning. But the Mavericks pick up 8 more in the 3rd, take the lead 15-0 going in the bottom of the 3rd. When we come back from Power 107 and a word from our sponsors. Mavericks have a new pitcher in there, and Garner Burton, 3rd pitcher for the Mavericks tonight, as they've swapped up each inning. Burton on the season will come in relief as he's done much of the season. On the year, his stats are like this: 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits. He has a 3.81 ERA, and opponents are batting .235 against him. So, Wyatt, your brother's coming in to pitch. What are we thinking he's going to do here?
Out there, seen him work for it, and I think he's going to throw a lot of strikes.
Well, that'll be good for the Mavericks if he can put the strikes in there, as they lead 15-0, and we're in the top of the 3rd inning. Back to your season, have y'all played any tournaments yet? March 1st, okay, and that's when the Yankees start there. You're on the 10-year-old team? 10-year. Okay, Oxford. So we'll have to mark that one down in our schedule then. Burton's still working on his warm-ups here, as he's just about done. Tyson will stay in at catcher. I'll see if there's any other changes. I don't think the Mavericks have made any yet in the outfield that I can tell. Maybe in left field for Burton. I think Austin may have come into left field. So that'll be the only change for the Mavericks right now, as they lead 15-0 against Yazoo County. Mavericks looking to go 4-0 on the season. And it'll be a very good start for them, don't you think, Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
Got a busy week this week with the games.
Yes, sir. We play Friday?
We play Thursday and Friday. Thursday against Canton Academy there, and then we get to come home against Central Holmes on Friday. So the Mavericks are through with their warm-up pitches. It's going to bring up the top of the lineup for the Panthers, and Schaefer, Barron, and Strawder. Schaefer reached his first time he's hit by a pitch. Mavericks have allowed leadoff runners both innings, but haven't given up a run yet tonight. His first pitch from Burton comes in low and outside for a ball. Schaefer will watch it. He'll try to reach base for the second time. Mavericks on the night have 4 strikeouts in 2 innings, only giving up that 1 hit. as Burton throws a fastball over the outside part of the plate that Schaefer swings at and can't catch up to. Count even to 1-1. Mavericks still playing straight away in the outfield, not necessarily deep. Panthers hadn't shown the ability to hit the Mavericks pitchers yet as the 1-1 comes in. Strike two, swinging. Another nice pitch by Burton as he's bringing it on in there. He's 82 to 83 mile an hour pitcher. He's got a good cutter and a nice curve slider to go with it as he's going to throw his 1-2 pitch. Strike three, swinging. One out now for the Mavericks. Another strikeout as Schaefer goes down swinging against Burton. Brings up Barron. Barron struck out his first time against Roberts in the first inning. Watching as Roberts busts him with a fastball inside on a 2-2 count. First pitch comes, strike one, right over the plate. Burton's in a groove here as he works quickly on the mound. 0-1, Burton looks in for the signal, gets it from Tyson. Nice slider. Going to be fouled back over the backstop for strike two. Burton's way ahead of the count now. We'll see what he'll throw here on a 0-2 count and one out. Mavericks lead 15-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. The 0-2 comes. It's going to be another fastball. This time a nice job by Barron to foul it off as it hits a vehicle out in the parking lot. Smoked that one, didn't it, Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
Whose vehicle is that? Could you tell?
I do not know.
So an 0-2 count and one out. Well, Wyatt Burton could not tell us who the vehicle was, but 0-2 count for Burton on the mound. It's going to be a fastball, another one. Another nice job by Barron fouling it off as he's fouled off two now with two strikes.
Fighting.
He is fighting. You finally decided to give me a little color there. I like it. So Barron's fighting in the first base side as Burton again looks in for an 0-2 count. This time it's going to give him a breaking ball. It's going to be grounded right back to him at first. He'll jog toward first base, toss it underhanded to Walton. Nice play by Burton to retire the second out. 1-3 on the put out. And it's going to bring up Strawder, the shortstop. Strawder's had a nice night. Caught a very high fly ball way out toward left field last inning. He comes up with only one at bat tonight. It was a strikeout against Roberts way back in the first inning as he'll face Burton here in the second. First pitch, swinging strike one as Burton really let that ball go.
That was a good pitch.
It was. It was up in the zone, and he chased after it.
He wanted it.
He did. He just couldn't catch up to that one, White. So 0-1 now to Burton. He's going to throw a breaking ball that Strawder jumps out of the way of, turns his back. It breaks back over the plate, catches the inside part, strike two, and now it's a 0-2 count with two outs. Mavericks looking out to get out of the inning for the first time, 1-2-3, and they get a fastball that's grounded out to catch him. One hopper on a little short, soft line drive. He picks it up, makes the throw over to Walton, and Mavericks get the Panthers 1-2-3, and that's going to be the ball game as the Mavericks lead 15-0. Mavericks get it done quickly tonight as they out-hit the Panthers 7-1. Mavericks were aided a lot by walks tonight as they played flawlessly in the field. No errors for the second time this season after two times in a row where they kind of struggled a little bit on fielding. They only give up one hit. The line score for the Panthers reads 0-1-4. Your winning pitcher tonight's going to be Roberts, as he had some relief come in behind with Biderman, who pitched well, and Burton. All three pitchers did their job tonight. The Mavericks get an easy victory tonight, 15-0. We'll be back on the air again on Thursday night at Canton Academy as the Mavericks will face the Panthers of Canton. Actually, yeah, the Panthers of Canton. On Thursday, they'll have a 4 o'clock JV game, 6 o'clock varsity game. And the Mavericks will improve to 4-0 tonight as they look to get a couple more victories later in the week. With that being said, I'm going to thank my color man tonight, Wyatt Burton. Wyatt, thanks for joining us.
Oh, I did hear you say something. You said something about pitching. You have to have pitching or you're kind of going to fall behind.
That's correct. You do have to have pitching. So from Yazoo County, I'm Josh Miller with my color man Wyatt Burton. We'll go back to Power 107 and see you on Thursday night.